Good morning, everyone. Last class, we started to discuss about components of our environment. Components of our environment. Then I told the components of our environment classified into three major. See, there are three major components of environment. So the first one is natural environment, and the next one is human environment, and the next one is human made environment. See, these three are the broad classification of our environment: natural environment, and human environment, and human made environment. So let us discuss about these components of environment. So what are the things consist in the natural environment, and what are the things comes under the human environment, and what we are studying under the human made environment. So dear students, please look at the page number 2 in your geography textbook. So there will be the beautiful the concept map with the beautiful colorful pictures. Then you are able to understand about this components of environment. Then I would like to show in this. So please look here. Please look here. See these components of environment. There you see the natural and human made. So dear students, please go through this concept map. Then you are able to understand what are the things contains in the natural environment, and as well as human environment and human made environment. So there is the picture description also to understand more. And even though I would like to write under the different components. See, the natural environments contains the different spheres. The different spheres. So let us see that what are the different spheres. So including in this natural environment. Almost all of you knows that everything. Then even though I would like to tell once again the same to for your better understand. See, look at the board. The components of environment consist of these three main. It's classified like this: natural environment, human environment, and human made environment. Human made environment. Then let us see about the natural environment. See, in natural environment, whatever is there in our surrounding, for example, water and air. And anybody can you guess? Water, air. Next, more important one. That's about living beings. And next, land. Because without land, we cannot imagine the existence of the different life forms, whether natural vegetation or the existence of wildlife. See, under natural, it's the major land, air, water, and living beings. And usually, you are calling these even in the different names also. Especially, we are referring these living things in biosphere. In biosphere. And land, we are studying lithosphere. and air, that is about atmosphere, and water, that is about hydrosphere. See, these are actually we are studying in the atmosphere, lithosphere, hydrosphere, and biosphere. So here the biosphere refers living beings, all kinds of living beings, natural vegetation and wildlife, and as well as the different livestock all together. So it's referred as biosphere. And the lithosphere refers the land, and the atmosphere it refers the air which is surrounding us, and the hydrosphere that refers to water, the domain of water. Is it clear now? So the natural environment. So actually, these are what the major components of the environment, and these major components of the environment we are bifurcated into the major three: natural environment, human-made environment, and human environment. And here, the natural environment consists of lithosphere, biosphere, atmosphere, and hydrosphere. So, hydrosphere refers to water, the domain of the water, and the atmosphere refers to the air, and living beings, I mean the biosphere is refers to living beings, and lithosphere means that is about the land. And let us see about the human environment. See, the community, the society, the family, this is all about related to human environment. It starts from individual. And the group of the individuals together it may called as the family. If in a family, if in a, so if there are many members, so the family, and together the many families used to call as the community. That's become a community. And there we can see the religion also. Different religious people are there. Different religious people and those were. So these are a few example. Those who are following the different religions, caste, community, tradition, customs, so on so things there. And after that, the human environment it's including the educational system also. School, college, universities, medical, engineering, all kinds of education systems. And also dear students, the human environment it's including the economic domain also. The economic activities of the human. And the another one important thing which is including in this human environment that is about the political situation, because there are different types of government and then the people they are involving the politics and they are going to rule themselves, then they are going to choose the rulers also. These political situations also comes under the human environment. So let us see that the human environment, so that actually starts from individual, then after individual again family, and after the family community, after the family community, and after the community again, after the community again religion, and after the religion economic conditions, economic conditions, and after that educational, and after political situation. Political situation. So this is all about the human environment. It starts from, the human environment consists of all these things. This is only the few. There are many are there. Associations, organizations, the different political institutions, education institutions, culture, so and so things. It's the start from individual, family, community, economic, religion, educational, political situation. Then let us see the concepts of the human made environment. So here, dear students, the board is not enough to write the human regarding human made environment. Why? Because now the whatever the things or the technology, it's created by the human beings. So all those comes under the human made environment. Whatever the things created by human beings, that's what I would like to finish in this single line. The things, the technology, the innovations, the constructions, the buildings, the road, park, bridge, monuments, industries, uncountable things. See, this chalk also actually created by human beings. The book also created by human beings. And so many things where we are in, the school premises. The school premises also created by human beings. The roads are constructed by human beings. The buildings are constructed by human beings. The parks, the public places, bus stand, industries, bridges, roadways, airways. Array, how can I say the things which are created by the human beings? So these are all comes under the human being. It is clear, students. The things, whether it may visible or not visible, because whatever the human being created, so many are visible and many are not visible. For example, the electricity is there, the power is there. Of course we can feel, we can get light switch on by switch on and switch it off, but the moment of that we can't see, but we can touch and enjoy, but don't do that. It's a shock. See, that's what that's invented by whom? Whether that's created by whom? Human beings. The flight is flying in the sky. It's created by human beings. Bridges are there, roads are there, railways are there, constructions are there, parks are there. So and so things are there, industries are there. Or whatever is there on the earth which are created by the human beings, it's uncountable. So all those things we are referred under the human made environment. I hope dear students, you all of you understood regarding this. I mean the human made environment. So please try to know that the major components of the environments are classified into three: natural environment, human environment, and human made environment. The natural environment consists of lithosphere, hydrosphere, atmosphere, and biosphere. That means land, living beings, air, water, and so on so things. And dear students, the human environment consists of, it starts with the individual, then family, then community, then religion, then educational, then economic, and then political situation, and tradition, culture, practices, so on so things. And the human made environment consists whatever the things on this earth created by the human beings, all those are considered as human made environment. Already I given a lot of example regarding this. See, By knowing these major components of the environment, we can come to conclude there are two major other things. So the completely in our environment. So there are a lot of things we studied now, and we can bifurcate into two. That is about biotic and abiotic. Biotic and abiotic. Then don't think what sir is going to tell about biotic and abiotic. See, before going to discuss about biotic and abiotic, I would like to clear about the concept of the environment. See, from the this conversation, whatever I explained in this concept map, are you getting now? So, whatever we are converse and whatever you are understand, the place, things, and nature that surrounded any living organisms that used to call as an environment. See, the environment is combination of natural and human made phenomena. It is very clear. See this environment. The environment actually including natural, human made and human environment. It is the combination. What kind of a combination? See, it is the combination of natural and human made phenomena. See, while the so that's what I told before going to. I told the two different terms that is about biotic and abiotic because the environment is a combination of natural and human made phenomena. See, the natural environment refers to the both. That is what I just now told that the two new terms that is about the biotic and abiotic conditions existing on the earth. Are you getting this, students? The natural environment it's actually refers to both biotic and abiotic conditions existing on the earth because the environment is a combination of natural and human made phenomena. So what is the meaning of biotic or what is the meaning of abiotic? Just now I told it because it is the combination of natural and human made phenomena. And this natural environment refers to the both biotic and abiotic conditions existing on the earth. So it's very simple, then don't get confused or don't think a lot. So biotic means that is nothing but see it refers the living beings. Are you getting this, students? So the biotic it's actually derived from the living beings, the world of living organisms that used to call as a biotic. Are you getting now? Are you getting now? So let us see that. So once again, I would like to remember you the environment. It is a combination of natural and human-made phenomena. See, the natural environment refers to the both biotic and abiotic. So here nothing but biotic means the world of living organisms. So this word is derived from means. So the biotic refers living beings. So including and the abiotic means that is non-living beings. Is it clear? Biotic means living beings and abiotic means non-living beings. See, the another one interesting fact about the human environment. See, the human environment reveals the activities, creations, and interactions among human beings. Are you getting now? The human environment reveals the activities, creations, and interactions among human beings. I hope you are finished. So don't get so biotic is derived from the living beings, is including all natural vegetations and then what we call the wildlife, the flora and fauna, and abiotic is so all non-living beings. Is it clear? Now let us discuss about a little more about our natural environment. Now we are going to discuss about so natural environment. Natural environment. Already I told that the land, water, air, plants and animals comprise this the natural environment. Land, the different spheres. So which is very familiar to you. Already you know that. So instead of calling land, water, air, plants and animals, I used to using in our daily lithosphere, hydrosphere, atmosphere and biosphere. Okay dear students, we can try to know about few more things, little bit information about these different spheres. Because the natural environment is consists of already we know came to know that is about so lithosphere, hydrosphere, atmosphere and biosphere. Got it? See, lithosphere, hydrosphere, atmosphere and biosphere. Now we are going to learn a few more or we are going to define lithosphere, hydrosphere and atmosphere and biosphere. A little more information about this instead of knowing only the land, because the land is the beautiful one, even outer surface of the land also, and even the interior of the land also, which we are going to learn in the next class. It's a really very interesting, amazing and the beautiful lesson. So that's what, it's not enough. Land means, the lithosphere means there is land. What is there? What is the significance of this lithosphere? What are the contents? From where to where we are calling? And see, because it's so important for all living organisms. If there is no land, if there is no lithosphere, so we cannot imagine the existence of the living organisms or non-living. Of course, even I can't. So, my dear students, regarding this, we are going to learn a little more information in the next class. I hope whatever I explained in this class you may understand. So in this class we learned about the major components of the environment. That is about natural, human and human made. And what are the things comes under the natural environment, and what are the things comes under human environment, and what are the things comes under the human made environment, all those. So clearly it is that the natural environment is consist of whatever we learned now. The natural environment it's actually consists of this different space: lithosphere, hydrosphere and atmosphere, biosphere. And it is the combination, I mean the environment, it's a the combination of natural and human made, what we call the phenomena. And the natural environment refers to both living beings and the non-living beings, which used to call as a biotic and abiotic both. Biotic means living beings and abiotic means non-living beings. And another one important thing, this human environment reveals the activities, creations and interactions among human beings. Among human beings. So next class we are going to learn about little more information about these different spheres. That is about lithosphere, hydrosphere, atmosphere and biosphere. Thank you. Have a nice day.